Anyway, this because I think the package of MV Agusta I think was the best, because the engine is not too many powers, but everything perfect. The engine, the frame, the brake, and everything. So this is why sometimes Mike have a lot of problem with Honda, because especially when we start with the full tank, for him was very difficult. I remember one time in Francorchamps was very fast circuit, and I think Mike win, but we start with a lot of petrol, and I think, okay, if I try very hard the first 2 laps, maybe I have a chance. So I start and I go, I just like this for 1 lap, and after when I take maybe 3 or 4 seconds, when I come to the start line, just he close the throttle, I said, fanculo.
However, you were essentially a one-man band, because whereas Honda had several different top-level riders racing for them, MV Agusta had really only Agostini. You had a succession of teammates who were worthy Italian, in some cases Italian champions, but the whole concentration of the MV Agusta team was towards you. So the bikes were tailored to suit you, weren't they?
Yeah, because also I live very close from Cascina Costa, from MV Agusta, so every 2 or 3 days I be there and I check, and of course the bike, what I said before, I prepare the bike like my style and what I mean, and size of the bike and everything, and also in MV Agusta people trust me very much. So because I like to prepare the bike, I like to check everything. And example, okay, we talk about Mike. Mike, if you give the bike and just go, and he don't understand what. If it's good or not, just he open and go. And for me it's different. I want to prepare the bike first, and after I give a maximum. Mike don't care about, just give the bike and we go.
So you were really the forerunner of today's breed of Grand Prix races, where you have to spend so much time testing on setup, on electronics, and on getting the actual final setup of the bike right before you can go and actually win races on it.
Because always before we left from Italy, go to the Grand Prix, always the day before, I be in Cascina Costa, and because Cascina Costa, the factory is very close to Malpensa Airport, and so we asked to airport to give the long straight just to try, and I try the bike because before we go to the Grand Prix. So because the 3-cylinder was very good engine, and so, but it's not so easy.
No,
it's not easy engine. You must know everything.
And did anybody who's read the race program?
You try with a 3-cylinder, so you know.
And I can truthfully say, he's right. It's not easy. I think I'm quite an experienced rider, not obviously at Agos level, but I found it a hard bike to ride. Extremely satisfying, but difficult.
And but one day with Kenny Roberts, we were in France for the demonstration, and I say, okay, Kenny, if you like, you try my 3-cylinder. He said, very nice, good, I like to try. And he tried the bike, and after 2 laps or 3 laps, he started saying, fucking bike. I don't want to try anymore. But it's not true, it's not fucking bike, it's good bike.
Well, something like 14 world champions would say it wasn't. But in the end of 1967, Honda pulled out of Grand Prix racing. So that really only left MV Agusta and Giacomo Agostini as the top-level contenders in the 350 and 500cc class. You won successive world championships for the next 5 years. Did you feel that this was kind of cheap championships, in the sense that the bikes were so much better than the single-cylinder and twin-cylinder competition? Because it must be very frustrating.
Yeah, of course, my bike was very, very fast, but also, for the long career, you have sometimes you have a nice, easy race, and sometimes difficult race. Sometimes must beat the record. Sometimes some other good rider beat me, but of course, what I say in the long career, you have maybe 1, 2, 3 years, maybe 1 year go very easy, another year difficult. It's, when example the Yamaha coming with the 500 two-stroke, very good bike and very fast. So it's very difficult, and I try to stay with Saarinen, and but I see the two-stroke was very fast at that time, and a few times I crashed because I tried to brake too late, and sometimes
yes, but
will go.
to be fair to you though, to be fair to yourself, you were extremely consistent. You very rarely crashed, even when you were in a fierce competition with Mike in 1966 and 67. You never crashed, and the bike
You know why? You know why?
Why? Not going fast enough.
No, we try, but our time the circuit was very dangerous, and you don't have what I mean is you don't have the chance.
Margin of safety.
Yeah, no margin of safety, no, but you must be attention. Yeah. We see today many people, especially in the MotoGP, many people crash, just stand up and go again. In our time, if you race in Isle of Man, if you race in Nürburgring or Opatija in Yugoslavia or Imatra or other Nürburgring, you don't have a lot. It's not possible crash, because if you crash, you're finished.
But this must have been something that was a cross to bear, because you would be racing and you were friends with the people in the Continental Circus, even though they were obviously not riding on factory bikes. And each month you would lose somebody else.
This is okay. Today we're very lucky. We have a very good circuit, very safety, and this is important, I think, because when you have a very bad accident, it's not good for our sport. So today I think is the safety is maybe 80%.
Especially in tracks like Silvana.
But Philippines spend a lot of money because you make new surf, new asphalt, everything fantastic.
And lots of space to run off.
Yeah. And also when you race, maybe if you want, you watch the sea. Or if you want to stop, if you're leaving, you want to stop, you go to the beach. You have everything.
Or you look at one of the pretty girls in the
Or
crowd.
pretty girls, okay.
No, that's something we should talk about, because you became a matinee idol. You were a famous person in Italy and the rest of Europe in the 1960s and 70s. Very good-looking guys, you still are today. Did you ever have the opportunity to make a movie? Did they try and get you to become an actor?
Yeah, because my time in the winter we have a lot of time. Maybe we stop in end of September. We have October, November, December, January. We have nothing to do. So I have some offer from Roma. I say, okay, I will come and we make a film, we make a publicity, and I try to do, and I make 3 movies with the nice people, nice women.
About bike racing?
Eh?
About bike racing? About motorcycle racing?
Yeah. Motorcycle, car, and love.
So why didn't you continue this?
Because I'm better with the motorcycle.
And talking of pretty girls then, I think that you became a pin-up, and there were many girls' officers, secretaries' officers who had Agostini on the wall, and many supporters came to try and get your autograph or get a photograph next to you. But there was one particular girlfriend that you made in the Isle of Man, wasn't there? You used to see in the mornings.
No, not very serious. I'm very serious, only motorbike. No, we have a lady and an Isle of Man, and every morning after Ballow Bridge is a lady at 4:45 in the morning, not at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. But she waiting, and when I pass, just say hello. I think she forget to put everything because in the morning very early. So just she have a long dress, and when I give me a courage, you know. Give me so let's get because it must come back quickly.
That's something that could put you off your...
Dama bianca, no? Dama bianca.
Well, it must be very hard concentrating after that.
But an Isle of Man you must forget quickly because otherwise...
We get to something. Well, the Grand Prix scene began to change already in 1970 when a bike that's actually been here at the Arnold Classic many times appeared on the Grand Prix scene, and that was Ginger Malloy's Kawasaki H1R, the first two-stroke that actually finished in the top 3 of the World Championship and gave you some quite close races. And was that the demonstration that two-strokes were going to be a challenge in the future?
Yeah. When I think in the 70, it's Yamaha. One director of Yamaha come to see me in Bergamo, and he offered me to race with Yamaha, and it's a good contract, but at that time I don't trust the two-stroke because I see many people seize, many people crash, and I say, but I see the two-stroke coming very, very strong, but I say no because at that time it's not perfect. And after the end of '73, the Yamaha come back again, and at that time I see the two-stroke improve. And so I decide, because I see the four-stroke is arrived and no more development. I see from one year to another one, no more horsepower, was very difficult. And I see the two-stroke coming, and when Yamaha offered me